Hello YouTube, I have a hyper tough lawnmower with a Briggs and Stratton 300E series, and if you could see, the string is not retracting back. So inside here is a spring thing that's broken. Looks like it's taken off these 3 screws. I'm going to show you how to replace it. Hopefully it should be easy. But you know how sometimes it's not easy. But when it's all done, then you were like, wow, that was pretty easy. And it's gonna need a spark plug, fix the wheels, getting this all ready for the summer. Make sure this is a good time to get your lawnmower equipment. So if they haven't had oil changes or spark plugs or blades or anything, service it now before it gets hot. And then you're stuck in a bind. So let me go get some tools. And it looks like I have to remove those 3. Should take this cover off. And that spring should be in there as well. Always the toughest part is to find the right socket. This is a 5/16 socket there. So it's basically gonna be these 3. This is usually what takes you long is finding these small sockets. Let me get this cover off. And that's what it looks like. It's just going to be these 3 right here. My recommendation is to take this off first, because that's what I'm replacing. But that's my recommendation, because when I've looked online, there's different parts that, you know, they'll say it's for your lawnmower. But it's just 3 screws. Usually there are 3 or 4 screws. Take it off. That's what I'm replacing, that whole circle right there. I always do check this out. This is what gives you spark. Sometimes these go bad. I am going to replace the spark plug. Give it a nice little maintenance. Try to straighten out some of these wheels here and everything. But our main objective today is this right here. It looks like there's a little clip right there that's got to come out. And I'm going to take that clip out real quick. If you ever feel that you're stuck, this clip came out of here. Take pictures so you know the reverse step of how you took it off. Okay, now as I took this off, this started thinking. So, you know, the spring might not be bad. I have to see. That's the clutch part of it, or the lock part. The spring might not be bad. It might be dirty. I don't know until I take it off. That's why I said don't buy that unless you specifically know that you are sure that that's what the problem is. But I know the problem is the spring that's in here. So definitely something going on in here that it's not retracting. But when I took that off, it retracted real quick. So maybe it's just dirty. We'll see. Nope, that's how it came out, just like that. So I'm guessing it's the spring. Because it did pop out. It goes in there. I mean, it feels good. You know, I'm just gonna, these don't cost that much. But I don't know if that's supposed to be tighter. And I sure hate to put this back, but let me see if it needs to be clean. I'm gonna get some brake cleaner, clean this all out, see what's going on in here first. I am gonna try to analyze it, or just try to figure out something. The spring does look good in here. I know it gets hooked on that there. It's a possibility it might have came off or not seated right. So let me do some troubleshooting and see, just to make sure. Now, brake cleaner is good for cleaning grease, dirt, anything. It's safe. You can do it on cars. Like I can do it all here where it's like dirty and sandy. And it'll dry up real quick. So while you have it off, and like I said, this is the non-chlorinated. They do have chlorinated. It's just a chemical difference in it. I think the chlorinated one is just not good for you. But I'm going to do all this here. Get all this clean, make sure there's no debris, and then try to troubleshoot it real quick. This little piece here has to get hooked over here. So again, I don't know, it looks pretty good. So maybe it was just dirt. Now I'm trying not to scratch the inside. I got the battery cleaner, and I'm just gently, any debris in there, I'm gonna stick it in there just a little bit, clean that out in there, and then get a little brush and oh, that's where it is. And then just clean it. I'm not trying to scratch it, sand it, whatever. Just want to make sure there's no debris on there. Then I'm gonna put some lithium grease in there as well. That might be the problem. That might be a quick fix here, but still, you got to troubleshoot before you go spend money, because again, these aren't that expensive, but if they're not broke, that's usually the piece that gets broke there on the spring on that clip there. But this all looks good. So all right, let me finish this up here. Okay, I'm going to spray that nipple part there with some lithium grease there. It's good to use lithium, not any other kind. That's it. I'll do the other side. There is that notch there. That notch there is where this part of the spring, I have to make sure hooks in there. And then I'm going to wound it up. And I'll show you how to do that. Okay, with the string off, you got to take the string out. You wind this back. It takes a while to hook up that little hook to the bottom there. Then when you wind it and cock it, you put a screwdriver or something flat in there so it doesn't recoil back. Then at this point, we're going to bring in the string, which should be right in that little hole we're going to put it in. Make sure your string is already wound up. Hopefully I'll have enough. I cut a little piece off. It should be enough. Then I'm going to pass it through there, and then I'm going to line it up with that right there, and we'll see if it works. It does have coil retraction, so let's see. Now, making sure you don't have to go tight. You go tight, but you have to make sure that that hole and that right there are not far from that hole. So if this was on the opposite side over here, you couldn't do it. So you get that as tight to make that there. If you got to back up a little, you back up. And then, like I said, I'm going to slide the cord through there, tighten it, and it should retract. Now you see how fluffy it is there. With a lighter, just light it up so that it gets hard right there at the tip. And now it should slide through. This is not an easy process to do this, because you want to bring this back and slide the rope through there. This is the same process without taking that apart that you would put a new string in it. But, that has to be burnt round right there. It slides through there. Now I'm going to tie a knot. Now when I let this go, this will pull the string real tight. Hopefully I didn't cut too much off of it, and hopefully this spring works. Still, it's retracted and everything, but it doesn't mean, I might have just, fixed it temporarily, or I might fix it permanently. I won't know until I start pulling. If I fix this now temporarily and it goes bad, at least I know what it is, and it's only 3 screws. It's not hard to do. So, but if I fixed it after troubleshooting it, well, I saved myself some money there. And there goes my knot. And now it should hook on there. And let's pray. All right, it's the spring. The spring is weak. It doesn't have the oomph, because it works. Yeah. But it's still not pulling back hard. It should be pulling back harder than that. So, all right, I'm going to go order another spring before I even put this back together. I did troubleshoot it. At least I know what it is. It's the tension on the spring that is just weak. That's all it is. It's a bad spring. I don't know how old this is. This was BB's mom's. So I'm going to go order it. And then as soon as it comes, we'll finish this video up. But again, you don't know until you troubleshoot. Then this will give me enough time to do the spark plug, straighten out the wheels as I'm waiting, and anything else that needs to get this sucker going. When I pulled this out again, the spring jumped out. So, weak spring. You can order the spring if you want to by yourself, but I'm going to order the whole piece here. So, but that's what it is. All right, I got the piece. They only sell this piece, comes in this whole cover. You have to buy this whole cover. So the only way I found it, because it's hard to find that cover, is in this cover. Now this cover is not going to fit my lawnmower because it has that cover. And these are not the same, see? So I have to take this out and put it into here. All because of that is bad. That was $40-something. The only reason I purchased it, because I have it now. Probably could have got it cheaper on Amazon, but right now I got to get this lawnmower started. But there are lawnmowers that the cover comes off and the center is hollow. And this sits on there. Unfortunately, not this hyper tough one here. So, let me see what I'm gonna do. Just gotta take it off and put it in here. Same way I'm gonna take this one off is the same way I took the other one. I'm gonna take that metal spring out, and then that should all slide out right there. And then I gotta wind it up, cock it, and let's see if it works. Okay, I had to unwind the spring and put the spring back in here. Be careful, this will cut you, it will bounce. This is all to modify from here to here. So if you can find the cover, get the damn cover for it. All right, then I get my string. I got my screwdriver holding it. This is cocked and ready. And I got the screwdriver right in there. It's holding it from springing back. Now I'm going to pull my string through and then get everything back on. Now it's cocked and ready. So you got to have it cocked and ready. So, and then this will go right back on. All right, let me get it bolted back up. Okay, this is real time. See if it's ready. And I promise you, if this does not work, I'm going to throw this thing in the garbage and buy me a new one. And I just wasted $42. So let's see if it works. I'm going to pull the string. It's already cocked. Pull the string. Lift this up. Oh, yeah. It pulled back. Wow, you lucky bastard, you. Now let's see if this damn thing starts. But no, it is full strength, retractable. Yeah, that's ready to pull start right there. All right, let's see if it works. The string, when I went to pull it, went back in there. Son of a bitch. I gotta take this part all over again and do it. Oh my God, I'm ready to blow this up. I know one thing, you won't see that stuff on do-it-yourself videos where they show the mess ups. It's not easy. You may think it's easy, but I double knotted it. I put the new handle with the new rope, which I should have did, and I used the old handle. All right, she's cocked. New handle. This one here, I think the hole was bigger. Yeah, it's bigger. Anyway, new handle, new cocked. Let's see if I can get this thing pulled and running. Let me get this out of the way from me. Jesus. I'm telling you. Like I said, may look easy on YouTube. They don't show you this stuff. It works. Do have an extra carburetor on hand. I replaced it last year. I did a video about that. I drained the gas out. I think it was bad gas, but I always have an extra one. And you're probably saying you probably could buy a lawnmower cheaper. This is BB's mother's lawnmower. So no price. There is no price on keeping BB's mother's lawnmower alive. And I'm trying to see. This is, I know it's a 2016. That's the model number. Hyper Tough. And then that's the Briggs Stratton. So you've seen I modified it. I put that in here. It works good, good pull. I have air filter probably by the end of the year, and carburetor's good, drain the gas. I mean, the air filter could be changed, but I could probably change it now. Might as well. I'll wait. Either way, when I do a tune-up and an oil change at the end of the year, I'll get it ready for next year. But I have everything in there anyway. All right, guys, thank you for joining me. That's how you do it. Again, it's easy, but it's not easy. So until the next one, see ya.